What's good, everybody? This is your girl Bella J, and today is day 3 of the 30-day sewing challenge, and we are making a quilt top. And if you want to know more about the tools that you're going to need and some helpful advice, then please stay tuned. There is no sewing today. We're going to showcase, or I'm going to showcase a lot of helpful tools and show you how to organize your little stash as far as cutting it to size. So if you want to know more, then stay tuned. If you've been following me on this channel, then you know I've been to Mood Fabrics, I've been to Save-A-Thon, I've gone to different places and I've showcased stuff that I've actually bought. And I want to show you some things or re-show them and let you know what it is that you can use to help you during this time. If you have a ruler, that's going to be your best friend. I know in school you hated using that ruler, you really just didn't find it important, but guess what? It is important. So I have this that I bought from Joann maybe a year or two ago, and this is the Easy Quilting. This is a draft and cut 2x18. It's really good, and for me, this has helped me along the way. It really has, and I used this before I truly got into sewing clothing. I was using that when I started quilting by hand last year. I think it was last year. Yes. So now, another thing that you can use, another item, is the Basic Range Non-Slip Grip Easy to Read 6x12. This was designed by Rachel Cross. And I will put the link to this item below. I will put the website. And yesterday's quilt that we did in 2 days, this piece, is literally a 6x12. Isn't this so cool? Yep. So we have that. We also have something that I purchased this at Moods. This is by Olfa, and this is a 12x17 folding mat. It has the cushion so it doesn't slide. I love this. And this, you can use it with or without the rotary cutter, but when you cut through it, it works. You do see the cuts over time, but it's supposed to heal itself. So I like that. Now this is a rotary cutter and the guard is up. Okay, this is a 45mm by Olfa, both items. This baby can draw blood. Another thing that's very helpful, if you can get this, go to Barnes & Nobles or order it online if you have an account with Amazon or eBay, or go to your local library and borrow it. This is the Idiot's Guide to Quilting. And I love this. I love this, love this, love this. And I have to buy this book for myself, but right now I'm borrowing it and I'm going to see how well I like this. And as I continue, if I find that I really need this, I'm just going to purchase it on my own, and that's it. Now, this is priced at $19.95, so it's not bad. Let's see what else we can talk about. Regular scissors. Scissors are important. I have 3 different types of scissors I normally use. So I have my Westcott Titanium. When you're using regular scissors, it is important to mark it. You want to make sure you mark the ones that are used for paper and what is used for fabric, because if you use your fabric scissors on paper, it dulls it. You have your little thread snippers. It snips the thread without a problem. Let's see. You want to take some fraying off. It does that, so this is not bad. Very good. As well as some peaking shears by Fiskars. Really great. Now these babies are $25 and I got these from Save-A-Thon, and a great investment. But I've seen some peaking shears, and these are the peaking shears, which gives you this edging. I've seen some that was $75. Am I spending $75? The answer is no. Now, another thing you can use if you're uncomfortable holding the fabric by yourself and you're not confident in just putting it through the machine or sewing it by hand, but you need to keep it together. So you use needles, fabric needles. Now I'm gonna put these seams together. Let's say I wanted to sew this. Putting the seams together. And we're gonna use some ballpoint pins just to hold it. And these glow in the dark. Yes, they do. And it keeps it together. And as you gain confidence and experience, then you could do it on your own without the needles holding it down. All right? Pins. Oh my goodness. Now, I don't have any needles with me. However, if you're gonna sew by hand, especially denim, any thick material, then you really want to go to a specialty store like Mood. You want to go to Joann's. You should be able to get it at Michael's. I'm not sure if they have a quilting section. Also Hobby Lobby for those who have that near them. And basically a fabric store should have these items. You want to ask for needles to sew with by hand that specialize for denim. There are different size needles, and you also want a thimble to protect your finger, because as you're pushing the needle through, it'll puncture your finger, that head, the eye of the needle. The tip, you know, where you put the thread through, you want to protect your finger. A thimble is essential when you are sewing by hand, especially with thick fabric and over again. Thimbles will be your best friend, and they come in sizes to accommodate little itty bitty fingers and thick eyesores like mine's. Let's not even go there. Also, if you have a sewing machine, you want to read the instructions, because it tells you the size needle you need for the fabric you are utilizing, whether you are sewing, whether you're quilting, or whether you're sewing your clothing. Depending on your fabrics will determine the type of needle that you're going to use, as well as the thread and the size of the thread as well. Yes, it does get technical. So for me, you know, I read the books, and I found that Gooderman's, I love that thread. I am in love with it, and it's not overly priced, and I just get a kick out of it. So to each his own. I like something strong. I don't want anything that's so delicate it's just going to rip apart. It's not going to hold up through a wash. The answer is no. Now, also, if you have a sewing machine and you don't want to use the regular presser foot and you really want a quilting foot, I have one as a 1/4 inch foot quilting foot from Brother. I bought this from Walmart. And it shows that nobody was using it, but it came like this came off the cardboard, and I was like, wow, how long had they had that there? Because it only does that when it's just been sitting there for so long of a period. So that's something to think about. But we're now gonna look at how to organize our strips. Like if you have a lot of crumbs, if you have a lot of just crazy size pieces of material, let's organize this, shall we? You and I got it, you got it, we got it. Let's organize this mess that I have, and please, no judgments on my channel. Okay, so we have the long strips. Okay, let's put this right here, shall we? I have that much fabric. And I did clean this, but these tables from Home Depot get stained easily, so be very careful. So we have this piece right here. So I want to put these in a pile. Anything sized like this, you eye it, goes right here. We have medium strips in different widths. You could put it right here. But if you want to now size it off by width, you can, by size and width. More than welcome to. I encourage that. We have a long strip. So this is a very long strip. So you can fold it over if you want, which is perfect. And that way you could come back to it later. Here we go. We have a longer strip right here. So let's keep this open. We have that. Let's see what else we have. We have this. So we'll put it here with the thin strip. Okay. And we have these little squares here. Now we have a bigger square. This is kind of one of those pieces. We're going to put that to the side because right now I want to show you how to take these odd pieces and how to just organize it. You want to organize them because you want to know an eye and you get a feel of what you're doing. I don't know about you, but looking at it, you get to really see what you're working with. And it helps put things into perspective, so to speak. We have little square taxi cabs, City Quilters. I'll put the link below. They have an online store. We have a medium strip. This is the New York City map. We have some weird strips. Isn't that funky? Like I said, weird pieces you can put to the side. We want to get the bigger pieces out the way. And in this case, this is what you're going to do. So this is a very extremely long piece. So we're going to put this right here. Okay. I mean, yeah, I have some. That's the top of a train. And what else do we have? We have some smaller ones. And this is how you organize your quilting pieces. Well, this is the way I organize it, and then whenever I gotta clean it up, I push it away, but we're not doing that. With that being said, let's come back tomorrow and we shall do this again. Well, actually, we're gonna start quilting tomorrow.